Ubisoft is dying. Shed no tears, for they would not shed any for you, because most likely, let's be real, they hate you. I can't wait until Ubisoft honestly dies faster. It's great.
I think 2024 is probably the worst year Ubisoft has ever had. They've
Good.
had a lot of bad press lately. Even yesterday, everybody was talking about
People are forgetting about Skull and Bones. And I honestly think that's a travesty that people are forgetting about Skull and Bones.
how they disbanded the team that created Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which is, from what I've seen and heard, a great game. They
I have not played it, but people are talking really good about a lot of Prince of Persia games.
just dropped that price down a little bit more. I might pick it up actually because it looks fun, and I like games that have that Metroidvania feel. And apparently, this one is an amazing Metroidvania game.
Hmm.
And I would love to check it out, but I've got a lot of other stuff to play. It is on my list. I probably will get to this game eventually. I just wait for a good sale. I mean, I might as well at this point. I'll wait till it's like $20 because it's still like $40. Eventually, I'll be able to get it for $20, probably even 10, and then I'll pick it up. Probably for the Switch if I can. That would be my preferred place to play it. But all this aside, they're trying to get some good news stories. This isn't going to help them. I guess they released a NFT game called Champions Tactics.
There's no way. Ubisoft's Champion Tactics Grimoria Chronicles, built around NFTs on the Oasis network, is now available to play. Hey, no. Hey, dude. When NFTs came out, Ubisoft was one of the first companies to be like, oh my god, we're so in, it's not even funny. All in NFTs, it's a gold mine. Man, it's like Ubisoft is just trying to kill itself. Good, good. I support them in their efforts. I'm a supportive fellow. I like people who do good things for the community. And Ubisoft committing glorious seppuku is definitely one of the things that I like.
I didn't even know about this. This just
No one
dropped with
did.
no press. What they're focusing on, though, at least media cycle wise, to try to get some positive news is stuff like this. 16 years later, I want to put a focus on that because you're going to see the same thing with another game in a minute. 16 years later, Ubisoft says it's still making Beyond Good and Evil. Oh, really? Somehow I don't know if that's true or not.
This could actually be true because after Skull and Bones, after Star Wars Outlaws, after the disaster that's gonna be Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is gonna be a complete failure. Even I will be surprised if it sells 2 million copies. I will be honestly flabbergasted if Assassin's Creed Shadows sells 2 million copies. And if it does, no more than 2.3 million. And that would be a financial apocalypse for Ubisoft, by the way. I mean, everything they have done in the past years probably is. Because keep in mind, Skull and Bones was paid by Singapore, the place that has a lot of lady boys, coincidentally. They technically paid Ubisoft to make Skull and Bones. But from everything that I understand and can gather, most likely Ubisoft did not take that seriously and they ran through the budget and had to use their own money to finish the product because they don't have the ability to just decline a government to say, oh, you know what, we burned through all of the money. We're not making the game. Oopsie doopsie, sorry. You're just going to have to live with that. That's not an option, okay? Singapore is no longer going to give you any lady boys if you say that. And that is, humanitarian disaster of the greatest proportion, obviously. So Ubisoft had to make it, and most likely they were burning their own cash to make it, which is hilarious. And again, Star Wars Outlaws is easily 250 million down the drain for Ubisoft. They will never make a single goddamn fucking dime of profit on that. And Assassin's Creed Shadows probably going to be 400 million at this rate down the drain. More. So Ubisoft is completely cooked. They don't have any money. Probably not a lot of places want to even lend them money at this point, and if they're doing, it's banks that are, lending it at a ridiculously high interest rate, which is even worse for Ubisoft. They probably have to downscale. They have no idea how to do that, most likely, and whatever they choose to make is going to be a disaster. And now, because of all this, they're probably thinking, okay, we need to make something that sells at least 2 copies, okay? And this is where they're just gonna rehash old stuff like Beyond Good and Evil and things like that. They're gonna do remakes, they're gonna do poor sequels just to cash in a little bit on the money that they can acquire at this point because they are beyond desperate.
Because it's been 16 years. But it's funny now, finally, after years of saying, oh, Assassin's Creed, multiple versions, we'll put a game out every year, and all these live service games that nobody wants. Now we're going back to the well and grabbing up something people actually have been asked.
Yeah, the idea of making an Assassin's Creed game every single year is someone in the finance department is looking to jump ship and wants a very good CV. That's literally it. I talked about this extensively. That is something that you do if you want to jump ship and make your CV look good by saying, oh, I boosted revenue by 40% with my decisions that they implemented. But the reality is, in like 3 to 4 or 5 years, this decision is going to completely destroy the company because everyone will be done with Assassin's Creed because there's just too much sloppy bloat. Ask Marvel how everything's going for them. Ask Disney.
Asking for. So this, to me, I wonder if they're even making this, because this would be a single-player game. And Ubisoft doesn't seem to have much interest in games like this anymore. Beyond Good and Evil is a great game, but it came out 16 years ago. Oh, but funny, now X-Defiant is dying. You're losing money on your Star Wars license.
Yeah, X-Defiant is pretty much cooked. Everyone knows it. There's rumors that it's shutting down, which Ubisoft declines, and that's not true and whatnot. But it looks like they're completely cooked. Blogs, all of the things that are literally just going to make players abandon it.
Assassin's Creed's not doing well. Prince of Persia, just you put it out to die, basically. But now we'll put this out to get people excited about the brand again. And it doesn't stop here. They announced they're working on a Rayman game. Where the hell was this 10 years ago?
There you go. The ultimate sign of desperation.
I love the Rayman games, especially the last two, which were masterpieces, in my opinion. Origins and Legends. Those games are fantastic.
Never was a Rayman fan, by the way. Just gonna say that. Never was.
Fantastic. Great platformers. Fantastic games. And then they just put the franchise out to die. The last time I saw Rayman was in some animated Ubisoft project. I think it was that NFT project or something. Some stupid thing they were doing, and there's like animated scenes of Rayman doing blow.
By the way, do you think Ubisoft is so dumb and cooked that they unironically probably were like, okay, the NFTs are coming out, boys. This is gonna save us. I honestly think they are dumb enough to probably think that. After the NFT craze is over, after everyone considers now's NFT shit, after all the monkey NFTs are worth from 100k to now barely cents, and people have lost houses on that. Dude, remember those? Oh my god, remember those posts where people are like, okay, my wife's pissed at me because I just mortgaged the house to buy a monkey NFT. She does not understand the great investment for our future that I'm doing. Those were real posts, by the way. Those were real posts. Never doubt human stupidity. It's something that will exceed all expectations.
Like, that's not what I want to see. Can you, instead of making him into a joke, can you just make a good platformer again? Like, these games, I even love the old ones. Fantastic platformers. And now, after 10 years, I believe it's been like 10 years since Rayman Legends. It's been a while. Finally, now they're going to trot this out. Say, oh, we got the original creator back. He's involved. Please be excited.
Please.
If they could actually pump out a good 2D Rayman platformer, I probably would be pretty hyped for that, especially with the creator coming back. But I don't know if I...
You know what's going to save the gaming industry? Captain Claw 2. That's right, boys. Captain motherfucking Claw 2. That's going to save the gaming industry. If you know, you know. Okay? Captain Claw, baby.
I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Do they even have the money to make? And this game would be cheap to make. This just feels like, to me, desperation to try to get people excited and nostalgic for their brand again. Because Ubisoft has taken a beating this year. I mean, really? Beyond Good and Evil 2? You're still making it, huh? After 16 years? And Rayman. Oh, you're making another Rayman.
Now, considering how bad Ubisoft is at this whole gaming thing, maybe they are taking 16 years to make Rayman 2. Who honestly knows?
Game magically. After 10 years? What? I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you. And apparently this guy, Encel, the guy who made the game, was under investigations for allegations of behavior that led to toxic workplace conditions, which he refuted and called fake news in an Instagram
Fake news.
post.
Nice.
He's kept a mostly low profile since, though he did pay tribute to Beyond Good and Evil 2 creative director Emily Morrell, who died in 2023. Yeah, I don't know. Still making... I don't know if I believe these people. I just think this is funny. Yet now...
I mean, it is funny and sad, that's for sure. Again, this just reeks from desperate. I don't know. I don't... Yeah, this is just completely desperate attempts at grasping anything that will boost any kind of confidence from anyone, honestly, at Ubisoft. You know? If someone does one positive tweet and calls Ubisoft a good game company, they're gonna probably plaster that tweet 20 times in the next shareholder conference and say, look, this one person thinks we are doing good. Believe us, please, trust me, bro. It's gonna be a disaster. And I'm here for it, boys. I am 100% down. Anyway, that was Yellow Flash, 2 10 out of 10. Bye.